Hey, Steve, what's happening, man? Thanks for stopping in. Amber Lee, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Hey, Haley Beth, how are you doing? Good to see you, Haley Beth. Are you able to hear me? I don't have a headset on, so I'm trying to see if you're able to hear me still. Hey, the window guy. I'm doing well, Amber. How are you? Right on, right on. I'm without the headset tonight, so. Hey, Crochet with me. What's up, Chip76? Good to see y'all. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in. Oh yeah, maybe we better plug this thing in. Make sure. I've been moving stuff around in the shop, so everything's a little different. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. It's been a minute. What you say, Moose? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Is that Enigma? Might have been Enigma. What's up, Gizmo? Thanks for coming through. Doing good, Chip. Doing good. Doing good. Thank you, Crochet with me. You can hear me talk? Right on. Right on. Appreciate it. So yeah, I usually have a headset on. I'm just not using one tonight. Wanted to see how that worked. There's my dude right there. Chad Rev Art. Boom. Does that do it? I don't know. That might have done it. Look at this. The one, the only, the original G.
Oh.
What's up, man?
Well, you know, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, buddy.
I'm headsetless
Loud and
tonight,
clear.
so I'm listening to through the phone. No, we're good. I can put it on.
Yeah.
I was just trying to minimize stuff. How's everybody doing tonight? How you doing tonight, man?
Excellent. Excellent. The hat is back.
Yeah.
Cold.
Won't be long. It's not cold here yet. Every once in a while it gets a little chilly, but it ain't.
It's not freezing yet, but it's a little chilly.
It's getting there.
Little chilly.
So,
yeah.
How you been, man? What you been up to?
That's a great question, and I'm so glad that you asked it. Well, I remembered something. I forgot, and look what I found.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was storming here for a few days. Like really stupid storming. So I forgot I paint. So I decided to paint some. And
Nice.
that's what you get. I don't know that it's finished yet, but you know, there it is. What's up, Chip? Thanks, buddy. So yeah,
What up, Zach?
I did that over a couple of days.
Right on.
And I'm about to get back to the woodwork. But
Woodwork.
yeah, I paint too.
Woodworking?
You remember
What kind
that?
of woodworking stuff do you do?
It's so funny you ask. I just so happen to have something right here. Man, I don't have all my lights set up because I was painting with them. So, you know, you're just going to have to use your imagination. Pretend that this is really well lit. You guys, if you will,
Man, it looks
just
well
take a
lit as
deep
shit
breath.
right now. It's blinding.
Yeah, right? And you can see, isn't it casting a great shadow across all of these depths? Oh, man, look at that.
Love it.
All those different elevations shining off and having the nice shadow work going across it with that wonderful lighting.
Must be the flashlight. Here, let me shine a light on it for you.
I did. Hey, oh, look, guys, look at that. Look, guys, this is going to be available soon, and now you want it because Gin, look at that. Look at the lighting Gin is putting on here. Yes, ma'am, this is the Halloween one, Haley Beth, and it is finished. It is done.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Tell the folks what that's made out of, man.
That's made out of a fence post. The top. Chainsaw off the top of a fence post and make something.
I love it. What up, Wafty?
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. What up, Wafty?
Awesome. Good to see you, Zach. So, yeah, man, I've been I hadn't really been on much. Well, the last time I was live was the last Gin Project show. And before that, I think it was the last Gin Project show. I may have done one outside.
Man, yeah. Once I finish this piece and all the storms roll through here, like, we now officially have 2 like tornado seasons here. Hate it.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Leo. Don't you like that post?
Did I like that post? Which one?
Leo said it's a nice fence post.
Oh, I thought you were talking
That
about
post.
I thought you were going to tell us about the post that has to do with Cutsaw.
Oh, did you guys like that post? I just did a duet. I just did a duet with Cutsall's video of my piece for the Cutsall Creatures carving contest. That's a lot to say. Cutsall's Creatures carving contest. You try say it with me again. Cutsall's
Creatures
carving contest. There you go. There you go.
I practiced all morning.
You did. I did the thing today. Everybody kept reminding me, don't forget to do the thing today. Don't forget to do the thing today.
I did that last
And you
week.
know, I half-assed it. I just went to Taco Bell. And that was...
I heard that.
I can't believe so
take
many
Gary
people
with you?
reminded me. Yeah, of course, dude. You can't go to Taco Tuesday without Gary. I can't believe so many people were reminding me that it's Taco Tuesday. Like,
What
I
up?
know it's been Taco Tuesday. What up, Bob?
What up, Bob?
Anyway, that was my joke for the day.
Wonderful joke.
Merca.
man. Wonderful joke. The audience is rolling.
Oh, I can see right there in the chat. There's so many people laughing. I'm kidding. Yeah, there's nobody.
So
FYP though, guys, there's a bunch of people laughing. If you're in the FYP, you're gonna take my word. Come on, take my word for it.
there's a whole bunch of
for
people
yourself.
in the background laughing. I can tell. Now, Kira's-
Sigh. Now you want to talk?
Whimsical little
See,
birdie
Kira,
just for land. There's a whimsical.
Kira,
little
did any-
bird right there.
I bet somebody reminded Kira that it was Taco Tuesday. Everybody was like, "Don't forget today. Don't forget. Don't forget." I'm like, dude, every day is Taco Tuesday for me.
So tell us real quickly how do they help you with the cut saw? You needed people to go and share and
Yeah. Go.
And you referred to, you said go find the original one. What's the original one look like? Give us some information here.
Okay, here's how it works, y'all. I do edit it, okay? I do edit the original that is a post from the Cutsall TikTok. They have almost no TikTok following, and what I would love to have everybody do, since you guys got me my affiliateship with Cutsall, it would be really killer if you guys would all go over there. You can hit the duet on my profile. All you gotta do is hit that little Cutsall link in the description, and it will take you straight to the original post from them. I mean, it's my stuff. It's my post, but it's their content. Thank you, Chip.
So,
And they have hardly no followers.
hey, Spurs.
They're huge over on IG, okay, which you guys should be following us on IG too, just for the record. But they have no following here. So go give that original post some love. Go look at my duet, hit the Cutsall. Just touch the word Cutsall on my duet with this pretty piece right here. It's got all the Cutsall creature carving contest graphics going everywhere. That's the thing. Go there. Give it some love. Tell them how much you guys love and or hate me. I don't care if you just tag me. That's all that really matters. You know, and say good stuff about Gin on there, even though he has nothing to do with this whatsoever other than helping me get where I'm at. No biggie. Yeah, and then go over and follow Cutsall. Let's give them a reason to actually, like, they never hardly post on TikTok, and now this creature carving thing, they're posting on TikTok. So let's give them a reason to actually have a, like a presence here. Please and thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
It
Profile,
was this
duet,
game.
Cutsall link.
Yeah, man, I've been laying kind of low. Been laying a little bit low lately. You never know what I might
guys-
be doing.
Appreciate your Gin time while you have it, because, you know, it's been kind of slim here lately.
It might be a foreshadowing. So, ladies and gentlemen, please go do whatever it was Chad was asking you to do. I really wasn't paying attention to what he was saying. I really, I'm kidding. I'm teasing, bro.
He's like, this is the part of the show where Chad does this and I do this.
Go put Cutsall on the map on TikTok, y'all. Y'all have the power.
Come on.
Go put Cutsall.
Yes, you do.
So we got
Amber.
we got quite a few changes that happened this week. In the last couple weeks, I've done a whole bunch of work reconfiguring the shop and moving stuff around outside and taking care of stuff at the house and staying married and all that kind of thing. So anyway,
staying married, that's a good thing. You got to stop and do that once in a while.
So I'll eventually give a tour, but you got all the way from Hanson and Knowing, Ashman right there, all the way around, folks. So we got we even made more room for TikTok artists. So we'll see how that works out. More room. December, you got the guys at Theria are having their magazine coming out party. I'm gonna try to be there, but I can't make any promises. Just a lot going on for me, and it's a long way to LA from where I live. But at any rate, we're gonna try. The least we can do though is give them follows and shares and all that kind of thing. If you see Italo or you see Seb roaming around, show them some love. This is the magazine. Our good friend John Doty is going to be performing at this event along with several other independent artists from Theria, including the cover artist, which is a band. Go check them out. And in fact, that was John Doty right there. So John Doty is right now in the number 3 in the top 10 of their top 10 every week, and that's a new song. You might not have heard it yet, Chad, by John Doty, and it's called.
I heard just a snippet of it.
It's called "Taking Opportunity," and I would encourage folks to go over to Theria Radio, either the app or Theria Radio online, and you can find them in my bio. Just click on the link tree. You can find a whole bunch of cool artists there, and go check them out. And if nothing else, go give some love for John Doty. He's in 3rd right now. And he's only 7 votes behind the 2nd place person. And he's only like 17 or 18 votes behind the 1st place person. So maybe if a few people went over to Theria, all you got to do is click on the banner that says, hold on, let me back up for you real quick. Make sure I don't tell you wrong.
Back it up.
You just scroll down to the bottom of the original screen. And you find where it says Theria Radio Top 10. You click on the full track list. That's all you got to do. And then you can click on his song and vote for it. So go give Mr. Doty a vote. It's a good song. I love the dude. He does some positive stuff. I also would like to thank all of you out there. John's got some stuff going on for him now. So that's good. And y'all are a big part of that. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Also,
really
I'd like to throw in, if you see Lady Shine roaming around, our friend Lady Shine, who her show is on Sunday at 5:30 Mountain Standard Time. That's her creative prompt show. That's Sunday evening. Then she has meditation Mondays at 4:30 a.m. and Walk With Me Wednesdays at 11 a.m. But Lady Shine recently lost her mama. So go give some love to Lady Shine. Now's about the time when people would start forgetting about things and start getting on with their life and all that. So maybe just pass by, give her a little extra love. Also, Divino Caprice, last week, I believe, or the week before, lost his mother. The week before. So please go show some love to Divino if you see him wandering around. Just, you don't necessarily have to bring that up particularly. Just show him a little love. Just say, hey, man, I've been thinking about you, whatever. He's a good dude. He's supportive of folks on this platform. He does a lot. He's Primal Poetry, him and Angel Tony and Irene the Passion Queen. So please show Divino some love. I know what it feels like to lose a parent. And Chad knows what it feels like to lose a parent. Some of us know what it feels like to use those of us with step parents know what it feels like to lose a couple parents. So
if you see Davino, just ask him about the time or two that he stole my voice, and that'll cheer his day up.
yes, absolutely. Tell him. I'm tying my shoe, y'all. It came untied. I'm telling him that I think that's a fact. I believe he stole Chad Revart's voice. That's reality right there.
Well, Spurs.
So show them some love, please. We'd appreciate it very much. We have a friend named Matty Pace that does a show on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1:30 Eastern time. Go check out Matty. He has the most positive vibe on TikTok Live. Love the dude. Thank you, Mary. He is absolutely incredible. He also does a show Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And it's worth watching, man. Even if you just stop in for a minute, that dude will get you lifted. So SA Artistries, if you can catch our friend SA Artistries on, give her some love. We also have a friend, Haley Beth, I believe is her name, Haley Beth or something like that. I think she does that diamond art stuff. Go check out Haley Beth. She has a show 6 p.m. Eastern time on Friday nights, and it's usually a lot of fun. So go show some love for Haley Beth. We got a buddy, Flash Gordon, roams around. He's got some art on the wall behind us. If you see him doing something with art for autism, check him out. Ashman, if you see, I've seen Ashman on a little more lately. If you see Ashman roaming around, definitely go check out what that dude is doing. He's an incredible artist, a hell of a nice guy. And we call it getting ashmatized. So go get you some of that. I actually do edit a little thing with him. I don't do that very often, so did a little Dizzy Hippie duet with that hat. Eric the Airbrush Artist, you might be able to catch him and Dirty 530, who has art right over there, and Flex Flare. You might be able to catch them on Saturday afternoons about 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Zach. Natasha Art, OGOG, always watching her back right there. Painting at Tiffany's. We just say her name every show because we love Painting at Tiffany's. Look at that. Lenny, what's up, Lenny? Good to see you. Much love to you, Lenny. There's another one, Wafty Llama. Johnny Ray, Mondo Art, Lita. If you see any of them, go check them out, please. Tender Chocolate. Tender Chocolate has a show, and I have so many different sheets here. Friday nights at 8:30, Tender Chocolate does the Artist Shop. So go check out the Tender Chocolate Artist Shop. That's Friday nights at 8:30. I see Goopy Goops in the house. Definitely go check out Goopy Goop. I have his band name written down here, and we're going to have some help on that one. What, you remember that one by any chance? Chad's like, hell no. I got it somewhere here. I'll say that here in a little while once I figure out where it's at.
I am in the house, Goop. You're going to have to save us here because literally as soon as you said you didn't know it, my brain went, well, I know it. It's...
Yeah, it's it starts with an R. What is it? What is it? What is it? Tell us, Goopy.
Radical Operations.
There it is. I knew it started with an R, damn it. Radical Operations.
Look them up, y'all.
Also, we can go check out Goopy's band right there. Go look and see if you can find anything on Goopy. He's out there doing some pretty cool stuff, too. He's doing some fingerboarding shit, too, you might want to check out. Eve's Artistry, friend right here behind me. Whenever she's on, check her out. She's amazing. Kira Wilson Art, our favorite little whimsical birdie. There's some of her art right there. From 6 to 9 Eastern time on Mondays, you can catch her on. You can catch her on other times too. If you do check her out. She is definitely amazing. Hanson and Kiki are still doing their late night thing. If you catch them on, I see them on during the day. I see them on at night. So yeah. I'm sure they're, if you see them on, go check them out, see what they got happening. We got Courtney, and I believe Jay's still doing it with her at 12:30 on Wednesdays. That's Eastern time. She's doing an addiction show. And you can also just, if you've had a bad week, you could run up in there and check out, for a few minutes. And just kind kind of vent a little bit. He's really good at stuff like that. So please go check them out. Good people. We got Bob Not So Ross out there. We got Max V's in Power Hour. Please check out Max V every morning. Sometimes you catch him on afternoons too.
Yeah.
Max V's a good dude. If you see Danielle on, give her some love. She's amazing. Chip 76. Another one of our dudes that's always holding it down. DJ Willison, Severed Art, and Rick the Muse. If you catch them on, give them some love. Then we got Santiago, whose art is right behind me there. If you happen to catch him on, he's on a lot too. Go check him out. He's a good dude. Hey, Alyssa, thank you for the follow. Jamie Morrell is a guitar player. I hope I'm saying his last name right. If you see him on, check him out. Josh, we had Pamela Walsh Arts was on last week, and she introduced me to Josh. Go check out Josh. Look him. He's amazing. He does a show at 5:30 in the morning Eastern time, and he has like a track list of like 10,000 different songs, and he just plays it's amazing. It's really cool. My Spot It's Your Spot has a show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern time where you knit and crochet. So go check out My Spot It's Your Spot too. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. For all you folks that are up early, a lot of times that's when we're shutting things down. But here lately, I've been sleeping like normal people hours, kind of. Well, not really, but if you see Marty Ewok, please say hi to him. He's a good dude. Check out his stuff. Chris Church, musician. You can find him on Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Give Chris some love. You can find him playing Hurt in my bio in one of my recent posts, and it is absolutely incredible. It's really good. Y'all check it out. Darkwing and Cornlord, Saturdays at 9 Eastern time, 9 in the evening. You can check them out. And we see Zach, our homie, in the chat down there. Whatever you see Zach doing, go check it out. Did you see the stuff he made for Halloween? Pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Did I see the stuff he made for Halloween? Good Lord, Zach, dude.
Pretty cool, wasn't it? Pretty
cool. Go check out Zach.
He kept taking orders too. He's like, "How are we gonna do anymore?"
Oh my god! Yeah. Okay. I'll bust out one more awesome ass jack o' lantern, dude. Guys, go
Right.
and that Jack and Sally.
Yeah. You also got Lunchtime Leather with Leatherface. That's at 5 Central on Wednesdays. Go give our dude Leatherface some support. I love that dude. Even though he's a cannibal, he's all right. He's all right, dude. Tender Tweets, we love you. Everybody that lost tweets, we hadn't forgot y'all out there. Please give the ladies of Sister Chat some love. They lost a real one, and it's gonna take a while. I got new merch. Live, Laugh, and Offend has now made a website available for me where you can get apparel. I have some coming here in the next couple weeks, some different hats and stuff like that. And I'm going to start doing some subscriber giveaways. So look for that coming soon. As soon as I get my hands on the stuff, I'll start doing some I'm going to do some subscriber giveaways, and I'm going to do some just if you catch me in a flow state giveaways. If you see a fellow out there named Black Southern Guitars, his name is Steve. He's from the UK, and he's an incredible artist and a hell of a nice guy.
Black country guitarist.
Black country guitars. You're right. Splawn Amplifications is another dude out there. Check him out. Burgess, the painting DJ, runs around with this lady named Chandel. Check them out. They're usually doing karaoke, or they're doing some sort of music or painting or trivia. They're always up to something fun. Whenever you see them on, just check them out. And as I mentioned earlier, tonight our featured guest is going to be ToRaZu82. So ToRaZu, we just got a few minutes before we're going to bring you on. I tried to give as many shout outs as I was able to today, as many as my voice will allow anyway. Oh, by the way, Burgess and Chandel, go check out the Samuel Band just for funsies, and look up an old school metal band called Frail. See what you can find. So, tonight's guest, shifting gears, is incredible, and the reason we're having her on is because I fucking wanted to have her on. Full stop. Just like the artist from last week, another person that I have a lot of respect for. I've seen how much they've improved over the time that I've known them, and how much hard work goes into it, and how much of last week, Pamela Walsh, one of the things about her poetry is she puts so much of herself into her poetry. And you can say the same thing about the artist we have on tonight. She is basically going to take us on a life's journey through poems. You're gonna hear more than a dozen poems tonight, and don't worry, her poems aren't epics. They're not real long. So go get you something to mellow you out if you need it. Chad, go take you 5 minutes real quick if you need it. And look, there she is in the chat right there, Pamela Walsh. We're following up a wonderful poet who is Pamela Walsh. If you're not following her, please do, with another magnificent poet. And both of these women poured their heart and soul into what they do, to the point that hey, Microscope, to the point that hey, Hayata, I think that's how you say it. So to the point that when I was doing the phone conversation yesterday with ToRaZu, she explained her life to me for the most part by reading poems to me in our conversation, and then describing to me kind of what she was thinking and what was happening there. So this lady truly has lived her art, and a lot of it, to me, here's the thing. Like Pamela, I believe that she has a way of expressing the details of life, those things that we all have happen in our lives, as well as things that we haven't had happen in our lives. But she attends to those details that we can connect to, whether we've been through it or not. She finds a way to word things that is relatable. And I just think she's an incredible artist. She's an amazing person. She just started writing poetry in 2017 as a result of someone, and I'll let her say more about it, but someone suggested that she write down some of the thoughts that she had. And she wrote it out in poetry. And in school, she was a writer. She liked to write stuff. So she is in the process of writing a book and compiling a book and figuring all that out. She's got that many poems. So I hope that we'll give her a warm welcome, and everybody take the time to give her a listen. She is literally one of my favorite people on this platform. And as far as the poets go, for me, it's Devlin 313, right? Pamela Walsh Art, and ToRaZu82. And of course, Lady Shine's poet. We love Lady Shine, but Lady Shine is more like a community leader over here to us. Like, poetry is just one of the things that she does. Lady Shine's kind of like a mentor to many and a friend to many. And so we kind of put Lady Shine a little different world over here for us. So anyway, there she is, Lady Shine, right there in the chat. So if y'all would, please send up ToRaZu. Let's get her mic check in and make sure that everything's working. I believe that she's going to be on camera today, unless she has changed her mind. Thank you, Haley. I see that you sent her up. Appreciate you, Haley Dot. 5 o'clock. is an hour before her show, which is at 6 o'clock on Friday nights. I gotcha, Haley. ToRaZu, can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you, you beautiful soul?
I'm good.
Welcome.
Y'all,
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, ToRaZu was nervous about this appearance. And so we're going to show her love. We're going to treat her like we understand what we're doing here. So,
My heart
ToRaZu,
is racing.
thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing with us and being willing to talk to me. I appreciate you being on camera. I will say that it was left up to her whether she wanted to or not. So Lady Shine and Davino and Devlin and all those folks are going to be proud of her because she's got the camera on. She's looking amazing. She's ready to go. She's smiling. So, without further ado, one of my absolute favorite people on this platform, ToRaZu82. How you doing today? Uh-oh. And she's out. ToRaZu has a family, and sometimes we have to navigate that. So no worries, y'all.
Okay.
You
I'm
all
so
right?
sorry.
No
Yeah.
worries. No worries. So, hey, Coach, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Stitch Woman, thank you for stopping in. So, when she has family, she has little ones. Sometimes she has to tend to, and she got to do mama things sometimes, and that's all right here. We close every show. We close every Get Inspired show by sending Chad off to put his daughter to bed. So we've got no problem at all with mamas doing mama things. Aaron Hammonds, another amazing artist who has art on the wall behind me in multiple places. Y'all follow Aaron Hammonds if you don't know Aaron. He's amazing. So ToRaZu, are you back with us? You good? You got
I'm
a
good.
fireplace going? Do you have a fireplace going, or is your house burning
It's a
down?
projector.
Or is your house
need to
burning
go.
down?
If you need to go, we can reschedule. It's cool.
She's like, guys, I don't know how long I got, so we better just get to the important parts, like right now.
Man,
Y'all
talk
hear
about-
sirens, I gotta get.
Talk about doing it unexpressive. Wow.
It's all right, ToRaZu. He's used to me bailing out when the sirens start to.
We all run when the sirens come. All of us. So ToRaZu, I kind of thought about it, and I didn't want to say too much about your personal story, because I figure we'll get to the parts you would like to get to. But it also occurred to me that it was I was really fortunate getting to talk to you yesterday, because like I was describing earlier, you literally read, you were trying to describe to me at times how you felt about something or what you would like to get across. You said, hold on, I wrote a poem about that. Let me just read you my poem. and I just thought it was incredible. I wish I could do that with the woodworking, like how I feel today. I'll just look at something and it'll express like what I'm going through. You know what I mean? But
Yes.
it kind of don't work that way on the woodworking thing. But I love the depth of your poetry, and I love like I was comparing you to Pamela because I feel both of you in your poetry. You're both powerful women who are coming to terms with some things that you've been through in your life, and the way that you are choosing to express that is with words, with powerful words, and I just think it's the word bravery gets used a lot, and I've said this before, but folks like you are the brave ones to me, because you've been through some things, and then you channel that and you take that energy and you turn it into something positive. And I really truly don't know how to give a higher compliment than someone who is like that. Because you are literally taking negative energy in this world and turning it into something positive and putting it back out in the world. And you're the filter that does that. You're the person that had to experience those horrific things to turn that around to go the other direction with it. So I have a lot of respect for you, and I have even more respect for you after getting the chance to talk to you. And I hope that folks will give you the time today to work through your poetry and to kind of take them on a journey. Because if they get half of the journey that I got yesterday, it's going to be amazing. So I consciously made a decision that I didn't want to say too much about your story because you tell it through poetry. And I kind of didn't want to step on that, if that makes sense. So let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
You're ToRaZu82.
Yes.
Yes. You've been on TikTok for just a minute or two. Not too long. How long you been on
Not
TikTok?
too long. I got on there probably about 2 years ago, but I wasn't active and participating in doing lives or anything like that. I basically during the pandemic, it was something to do.
Gotcha.
So.
And then you met some folks on here. And
Yes.
they might have had an influence on you, on how you
Yes.
perceive things. Some of them might even be in the chat.
The beautiful lady Shine was an answered prayer. And I found her January 10th, a date I'll never forget. And she's changed my life, my voice, and my work. I'm so sorry.
That's all. Yeah.
I'm just warning you guys, I am a crybaby. I am emotional, so.
And
I'm nervous, so.
And I am too. Every time I got to go on camera with Chad, I'm like, not to. You'll be fine. I survived it. You'll be fine, right? We got to take it seriously at all times, though.
But meeting her and her platform meant, I met some amazing people, amazing poets, and I've learned a lot. And I'm here now.
Yes, you are.
So.
Yes, you are. Sandy, thank you.
And they can't get rid of me.
Chocolate. No, we're going to track you down. In fact, you're one of those people we follow up on, probably. So, your life wasn't a fairy tale. You were the oldest of 5, but you were the only girl.
Yes.
And you've had tragedy in your family, the people closest to you. You've been through some horrific stuff. You truly have. And we may or may not talk about any of that today. I just want people to know that the woman before you has been through some things. And the way it's important for people to understand that because of the way that you handle yourself, how kind you are, how sincere you are, how thoughtful you are. That all comes from a place that could very justifiably be a totally different type of person. Much like this guy over here. All the stuff that he's got a kid that's 21 years old, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, so just kind of start out. Just start us at the beginning and kind of take us on the journey there. You were just gonna kind of give us some basics on who you were. And I think we've done a little bit of that. We've scratched the surface to kind of get it going. So how about you just tell us a little bit about yourself leading up to your first poem, right? We actually mapped out a journey. Well, she did. She mapped out a journey of
you helped me.
And I believe you're going to start out with a poem that's actually called Before It Was Poetry. I think that's going to be your first one today. And so that's a logical starting place. You can kind of just tell us a little bit about that before or after the poem. It's up to you. Whatever you're feeling, whatever vibe you're feeling tonight. I'm just glad you're not on fire. I was a little concerned. I do have a fire
Okay.
extinguisher within arm's reach, but it ain't gonna do you any good. That's got a lighter
man.
if that helps.
So yeah, the first piece is Before It Was Poetry. And it's basically, I'll just read it. Before it was poetry. Before it was poetry, it was my trials and tribulations, tragic losses, painful lessons, and heartbreaking experiences. Before it was poetry, it was my silent screams, my anxiety, my depression, my panic attacks, and my endless dance with grief. Before it was poetry, it was my emptiness, my sorrow, my tears, my loneliness, and my heart-wrenching pain. Before it was poetry, it was my tormenting battles, my anger, my disappointments, my fears, and my overwhelming sadness. Before it was poetry and just words rhythmically put into small sentences on a piece of paper for your indulgence, I had to live, experience, and feel every word I had written into my pieces. Before it was poetry, it was actually my reality, my story, my storms, my despair, and my resilience. It was my life before it was poetry. And that's the piece. And it's just to let people know that first, I want it to be the first page in my book, and to let people know that what they're reading is basically my life, my experiences, and what I've gone through. So just to set them up of what they're getting ready to get into as they read. I'm sorry, I'm so shaky. I'm so scared.
You did here's the thing. You did an incredible job on that read. What we talked about last night, you just executed perfectly. So just relax. Chad doesn't bite at all. I know he's kind of weird looking and he does over there, but and he's also a good place to go for comic relief when you need a laugh. So. So we're gonna take them on a pretty heavy journey tonight. So we'll try to kind of lighten it up a little bit in between here and there, just to like we talked about, just because you're gonna take
borrow this.
Say again.
Do you want to borrow this?
No, delicious. Delicious. I've got a surprise for you on that front too, Chad. Coming soon to a nose near you. So ToRaZu,
Yes.
that first one kind of alludes to your life. Like you said, it gives a little bit of an insight into the mindset of the person, the writer, the person writing this piece of work. You have the next one that you have coming up is called "I Am From
Naomi."
Yes.
And like I said, folks, she is a mom too, so we're gonna do mom things at the same time. No worries, no worries at all.
Mom power.
We knew that was gonna be part of the equation. Not to worry.
Bonus points for the mom stuff.
I'll say, yeah, absolutely. Bonus points for the mom stuff.
For real.
All this, and she does the mom stuff full time.
Seriously.
So, do you want to give us a little information about the next one, or do you want to just read it, or do you want to tie the first one to the second one at all? It kind of does it. Yeah.
I was asked to write about my childhood and what I am from, but unfortunately my childhood wasn't the best. I don't have good memories. The nerves did not help. This is the crying.
And you're doing fantastic.
So, the next poem is just a poem of some of the stuff that I went through as a kid and what I am from.
Folks,
Sure.
folks, lean back for a minute and digest the words that you hear.
Okay. How do I mute myself up here real quick just so I can say something to my daughter?
I'm not sure. I can try to mute you. Hold on. Talk to us now. See if you're muted. Yeah, you're muted. You're muted. We got you. You're good. Spurs. You'd be able to relate to her situation most likely.
I'm having to stay muted most of the time because the coyotes outside of my shop are going absolutely batshit crazy right now. And it's causing my dogs to go crazy. So it's like, yeah,
No worries. They want your skin suit, Chad.
they're not getting my skin suit again. They're not getting it. Okay, back to muting Chad.
So sorry about that.
Oh, no.
This one is titled I Am From, and it goes, I am from memories that are full of hurt and pain that's enough to drive any normal person insane. I am from my mother, a kid she never wanted, and knowing about this has left me completely haunted. I am from harsh words that would roll off of her tongue that would burn my nostrils from the smoke in her lungs. I am from locked doors, left alone in my room, shut nailed windows, no escape from my tomb. I am from belts, extension cords, and even her fist. Beaten, broken, damaged, there's too much to list. I am from hunger after not being fed, left weakened and dizzy, wishing I was dead. I am from daydreaming, wishing I would be saved before my own mother put me in a grave. I am from grown-ups who just didn't care, who looked the other way knowing the abuse was there. So here are a few reasons why I am this way, and far from the person I could have been today. These memories now serve as a reminders for me of the kind of mother I strive not to be. I'm breaking the cycle, it's starting with me. This leaf is falling far from the family tree. That's the piece. That one just gives you a little insight on what life was like growing up.
Sorry, I was AFK too long.
So you're obviously treated poorly by people that should have been taking care of you, or at least a person. Well, I would argue people that should have been looking out for your best interest.
I'm not
yes.
trying.
And that's
I'm sorry to say this, but I kind of traded that power
one of the beautiful
for.
things that we talked about was that you are in fact breaking that cycle.
Yes.
Well, Naomi is.
So there is hope in the world because people like you are walking around in it as evidence. So the next one that you have is called Role Model.
Yes.
Are you still going with that one? Am I still in the correct order?
Yes, you're in the correct order. I put them in the whole order we talked about last night.
Right on, right on. I wasn't messing you up here. So, is there anything that you would like to comment on from the last one? Anything you'd like to say?
Just life was hard as a kid. My mom, it's shaking. Sorry. My mom was into black men, and my birth father, he is Puerto Rican, but he was white presenting, so my mom had got with him just to please my nan, who was racist at the time. And she had me. She got pregnant with me. It was an accident, but she didn't want me, and I believe that's. She always wanted a biracial daughter. I am biracial. She wanted a biracial girl with beautiful eyes. Um, but she didn't get that, and
She did get a beautiful daughter with beautiful eyes, though.
she did get a daughter. But I'm sorry. Um, I don't know what to say, but I don't.
That's okay.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go into all that.
Right on. So the next one is called Role Model, and it's a little bit of a change of gears, but it's in the same vein. Is that fair to say?
Yes, it is. I wrote role model because I look like I look like my mom. I have a lot of issues.
I'm going to paint this. Oh, geez.
I have a lot of I'm so sorry. A lot of insecurities with my looks because I look a lot like my mom.
We've been trying to get it.
So I wrote role model because I didn't want to be like her. I don't want to be like her. So
But I was too broke.
I'm just gonna read it if that's okay.
Of course.
Role model. I didn't have role models growing up,
I didn't.
but I had people I knew I didn't want to be like. I didn't want to be like my mother. I feared I would be like her. As I grow older, I see more and more of my mother in my face. It bothers me tremendously. I see her looking back at me in my pictures and in the mirror. Though she is gone, she still haunts me. Through my thoughts, my memories, and now my looks. I can't seem to escape the damage she has caused me. The scars run deep, both mentally and emotionally. I can still hear her screaming at me, calling me a stupid bitch. Her words cut me so deep and left wounds that will never fully heal. I promised myself I would never inflict that pain on another. But as I see her features in my own reflection, I can't help but feel a sense of despair. Will I become the woman who destroyed my innocence? Will I become the woman who shattered my sense of self-worth? I tried to push her away, to banish her from my thoughts, but she lingers, a dark shadow in the depths of my mind. I try to focus on good memories, moments when there was laughter and joy, but they are overshadowed by the darkness of her presence. I see her in the way I hold myself, in the way I speak, the way I move. I try to fight against her influence, but it's like trying to hold back your tears. I look into the mirror and see her staring back at me, her features etched into my own face. I try to scrub her away, to erase her from my reflection, but she remains. I know I am not her. I am my own person with my own thoughts and feelings, but the resemblance is so uncanny and haunting. The reflection in the mirror is a constant reminder of the pain she's left behind. I try to focus on the positives, on the ways I am different, but the similarities are impossible to ignore. I am her daughter. Her blood running through me. And try as I might, I can never fully escape the fact that I tried to make peace with her memory. I tried to make peace with her memory, to accept that she is a part of me, whether I like it or not, to acknowledge the ways in which she shaped me through all the abuse and torture. Though horrible, it did mold me into the loving, compassionate, and understanding person I am today. I know I can't change the past or erase her from my history, but I guess I can choose how I move forward. I can choose to be better, to break the cycle. I may see her in my face and in my reflection, but I am not her. I am me, ToRaZu, a unique individual. I reject the parts of her that brought me pain, and I will create my own legacy. With doing this, I will hopefully break free from her grip that she holds from beyond the grave. And that's the piece.
Do you like the name of it?
Every word powerful. So hey, look, I get when we were talking, on some levels, I understand the emotion behind it from our conversation. So you don't have to apologize. You're sharing your life with us. You're sharing some pretty heavy stuff. So we certainly don't have to apologize to us at all for anything. We just appreciate you being here and sharing your art with us. So right easy. It's all good. You are among friends, believe it or not. Your wild and crazy journey has landed you in the lap of Chad Revart. He's kind of a good hugger, actually. So, that poem was about you not wanting to be your mom, and during that part of our conversation, I was talking about how I had a similar kind of vibe in some respects. When I was younger, I didn't want to do some of the things that had happened to me to other people, and I feel like that you standing out front like that and just straight up saying, "Hey, I don't want to be that," is powerful. I really do. I really think that's a powerful thing. And it's, I was at I told you this, I was at my younger brother's house last year, several months ago, this year, several months ago. And I look a lot like my real father, and my mannerisms are very similar. Some of the verbiage I use is, very similar. And it was hard on him because I reminded him so much of the father that he had lost. By the time my father passed, we were tight. It wasn't like that. It wasn't a negative thing. But I have an inkling of what it's like to look in the mirror and see that person who was a disappointment in my case at a younger age, and then redeemed himself as he got older. He figured some things out, but looking in the mirror and seeing that person is a strange feeling. I'm not saying what I feel is exactly like what you feel. I'm simply saying that I do carry the mannerisms and look of my father, and it's inescapable. Like if you're one of those people that it's that way for you, it's a little unnerving sometimes, right?
Yes.
When you try to think of the good times, you still see that in the mirror. That's kind of the way I describe it. Ironically, the next poem that you're going to go to has to do with how you look. Role model has to do with how you feel, who you want to be, and the next couple. You're still going to do both of them, right?
I'm gonna do both of them for you again.
All right. Are you gonna do them in the order 6'4" and 6'4.5"?
Yes.
All right, y'all. So tray tables and seat backs in the upright position. Make sure you got a beverage and that you've been to the bathroom.
So most of you know that I am 6'4.5". 8th grade, my whole life, I've always been taller than, the kids in the class. But in 8th grade, school let out, summer came, I went back to school in 9th grade, and I towered over everybody. My height is a big insecurity for me. I struggle with my height and weight. And so I was challenged for a duet challenge that I did with Tender Chocolate.
Love some Tender Chocolate. Love some Tender Chocolate.
Yes.
I'm a boo right I love some Tender Chocolate.
So I was challenged to write about my height. So I did. Originally, I did 6'4". But when I spoke to Lady Shine, I read it to her and wanted her thoughts on it. she had said she wanted me to be a little more serious with it. So I ended up with 6'4.5" because
I love it.
she said I was being a little silly with it, and she knew that it was an insecurity and she would like me to touch it, on a more serious note than the first one. So the first one I'm going to read you is the lighthearted, serious one. And then the second one will be the one that I wrote after she asked me to get a little serious with it. So, here we go. The piece, it's titled 6'4". 6'4.5" Yeah, I'm pretty tall. And before you even ask, yes, I played ball. No, I wasn't a model, but yes, I could have been with my beautiful green eyes and flawless glowing skin. And yes, of course, the weather up here is nice. And when I enter a room, everyone looks twice. I imagine their first thoughts, damn, that's a big bitch. And for a handful of men, they want to scratch that itch. That one little fantasy about climbing this tree or splitting these tree trunks, these thick thighs on me, or how they want to climb this amazing jungle gym or dive into these waters for a refreshing swim. Folding me into a pretzel with my feet behind my head while imagining they're the same size while we're laying there in bed, or quenching their thirst with this tall glass of water. And though it all sounds fun, at times I wish I was smaller. I want to dance with a man and lay my head on his chest, and to be the little spoon as he's cupping my breast. How it would be nice to find perfect clothes that fit and to actually feel a little bit feminine in it. To buy a pair of shoes, maybe even a pair of heels, to wear a dress past my calves now, that would be ideal. I wonder what it would be like to fit comfortably in a car, or not to bust my knees on the tables at the bar, or to take a comfortable shower without having to bend over because the shower head's so low the water only hits my shoulders. Yes, I can reach all the items that sit high up on the shelf and help all the short ones who can't reach it themselves. Yes, I'm tall enough that I can ride all the rides, but being head and shoulders above the crowd, there's nowhere to hide. Yes, my legs look killer in a pair of shorts or a skirt, and yes, it's a long-ass fall. If I trip, it's gonna hurt. Though there's lots of perks in being a lot shorter, there's nothing more refreshing than being a tall glass of water. I'm a beautiful Amazon, my height sets me apart. I'm a spectacular woman, a sexy piece of walking art. That's the piece.
I love that piece. Lady Sean, don't be mad at me. I like that one a lot too, though. In fact, I asked her to do both of them, Lady Sean. It was my fault.
And so the second one is the serious one. All my life, I've been described as the tall girl. Not the pretty girl, not the girl with beautiful green eyes, not the girl with hair down past her ass, not the sweet girl, but the tall girl. Wow, you're tall, as if I don't already know. 6'4.5" I'm perceived to be intimidating, undateable, and even masculine. Being a foot taller than the average female has caused me a lot of insecurities. Weight, body, facial features. People are aware of the sensitivity of these subjects, but there is no limit or boundaries when you're a tall female. These questions asked daily: how tall are you? Did you play ball? Do you model? How's the weather up there? Yet all I can do is throw on my fake smile, answer their questions while dying a little bit more on the inside. Those questions are to be expected, though, curiosity of most people. But then there's the unwanted statements from the men who think it's okay to just say, damn, I'd like to climb that tree. I wonder what it'd be like to split those tree trunks. You sure are a tall glass of water. We're the same size in bed. I bet I can climb that jungle gym. Their fantasies leaving me cringing on the inside. I feel like a circus freak show. Shorter women envy the height, the long legs, but have no clue of the mental and physical hell I go through. What's killer long legs when you can't find jeans long enough to fit, or you have to pay triple the money just to look a little bit decent? Sure, they look good in a pair of shorts or a skirt, but they don't fit comfortably in a car or a plane. You know the price I pay for killer long legs? Excruciating leg, knee, and back pain. They say beauty is pain and that it comes with a price. There's that nagging voice in the back of my head, spoken by the ones who supposedly cared. You're not the type of woman a man takes home to his mom. To look up at a man, to feel feminine and feel small in his presence, to lay my head on his chest, to be the little spoon. Yes, I'm an Amazon, a spectacular woman, a strong woman, a loving woman, a loyal woman, a prize for any man to take home to his mom. I'm intelligent, funny, kind, exciting, adventurous, generous. I'm statuesque. I'm extraordinary. Yes, I'm vertically gifted, a walking piece of original art. My height is part of me. It is not all of me. I am more than just the tall girl. I'm ToRaZu. I'm a poet who turns heads and commands attention when I walk into a room. Masterpiece. Masterpiece.
Damn right. ToRaZu is that fire.
Damn. Lady Shine squeezed that one out of you. That was.
Yes, she did.
Woof.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Are you joining?
Yes, she did.
So y'all, here's the thing. Hopefully, folks are starting to get a little glimpse of. I absolutely love this person and this poet. There's just so much depth and so much passion behind what you do, and it's some of it's driven by negative things and some of it's driven by positive things, but all of it is driven by passion, which is amazing. So the next one, I gotta say too, the performance is on point too. So you got no worries. You're not going too fast. You're not doing any of that. It's perfect. So just keep doing your thing. Just keep doing your thing. Even though the anxiety's still there, you're doing amazing.
It's still there.
I understand. But you are doing amazing, and it's working. You're taking them on a journey. So,
Okay.
Chad about to put the nose on in case you need a laugh. So being tall, a lot of people wouldn't realize that, but it comes, especially if you're a woman. Especially if you're a woman, it comes with some significant challenges, and also, I find it sad that people just think that they can say any damn thing to you. You know?
Oh, you can't see. I was trying to show.
She's ducking down in the doorway, y'all. But it's good night, Tender Chocolate. We love you, appreciate you. Thanks for stopping through. The thing about it is it's almost like people take that as some men take that as a license to say any damn thing that goes through their head. And being a man, most of the times we shouldn't say the shit that goes through our head. Just don't say it. Just because you think it, don't mean you need to say it, gentlemen.
You wouldn't believe some of the things I have heard.
I can only imagine. And hey, look, I would say that my younger self would have been guilty of some dumb shit like that. Sure. We're trying to learn to do better and be better. And thank you for coming here and teaching us.
If life only had a mute button like TikTok, right?
Man.
Seriously.
I move back in time and mute myself quite often. So I think back to the things that I said over the years to people, as a younger man, and almost all of the time I was just kidding around or just thought I was being funny or whatever. But in hindsight, shit wasn't funny. Especially someone in your shoes, right?
Right. Well, at least you grew up, and now you know better.
We're trying. We're trying.
You get a pass when you're young.
Well, hopefully, that people will maybe look at it a little differently, and maybe be a little more thoughtful about how they refer to people. Because of you, people hear your poem and maybe change the way they think about things a little bit. The next one that you have takes us on a little bit different journey. It's called The Courage of Love.
Yes.
Oh,
Another Lady Shine.
this is good.
She gave me the prompts, but I wasn't writing to her prompts that were like about love. I don't know how to write about love. Is what I was saying, because she will tell you now that I have plenty of love poems. But she told me that I can write about love. I can write about my kids
Tell them why you
and
thought
other,
you couldn't write about love.
because I don't believe no one has ever really loved me.
Let that sink in,
So
folks.
I don't know what love really is.
We're gonna try to teach you.
But can you mute me one more time? Because I don't want my daughter to hear this one.
Got you. I got you. We got you. All right, y'all. So that is our challenge. From today forward, we all gonna teach this lady a little something about how to love somebody. Because there are different types of love. We had this discussion yesterday, and she was saying that, you know, when she thought of love, she thought of, you know, the typical things we would think of. But there's a lot of kinds of love. There's agape love. There's, you know, love that you would have between a father and a son, or the love that, you know, a mother and a son. I would argue those are different types of love. They're still under the love umbrella, but I think they would fall in different categories. I love this dude over here, but not in the same way I love my wife or my dog, or, you know. So I think it's cool that Lady Shine prompted you to. Lady Prompt might be appropriate. Prompted you to write about that subject, because that subject can be a lot of things. I think your take on it is really cool.
Yes, and I always went to a romance type thing, and I never thought to write about my kids, but because she said it, I was able to write my first love poem.
Awesome.
And it is Courage of Love. It was written all over my face as I laid there on that table, the nurse congratulating me, "You're having a girl." The tears poured down. They were not tears of joy. I was not happy. I did not want a daughter. The very thought scared me. My whole childhood flashed before my eyes. My mother and her madness filled my head. How will I ever be able to love a girl? I feared I would be like my mother. No child ever deserves to feel the way I did, unloved and unwanted, and yet I was starting off our journey the same way. But the day she was born and I laid eyes on her, I was mesmerized. All those feelings and fears magically disappeared, and I instantly fell in love. I felt an overwhelming peace over my body. Nothing could compare to the joy I felt inside. My world had shifted. My eyes had not seen anything more beautiful than her. She was the light I was missing in my life. In her, I see my hopes and dreams, never knowing in that moment she would help to heal my inner child. She was the medicine for my soul. Because of her, I would finally know how it feels to heal as I watch her grow. I see why God sent me this beautiful angel. He knew how much I needed her. He knew she would be the only one who could ever make my heart whole again. She will never question our love, our bond, or her worth, because I will be the mother I always needed my own mom to be. And that's the piece.
Man. Teddy.
So,
That's a poem
my
about
first
love
love
for
poem.
sure, though. Lady
Yes.
Shine was right. Lady Prompt
She-
over there prompting.
For sure.
You know, that's kind of an incredible story too, right? You run across these people on TikTok, and you find yourself trusting them enough to try the things that they suggest, which, having lived your life, isn't an easy thing to do in the first place. So that in and of itself was a huge leap. And then to see the results that you're getting from that is just incredible. Just incredible. Like we were talking about yesterday, I've been on here since around this time last year, and Chad and I have been doing the shows. I started doing Chad's show a little before, but started doing this show in January. And the amount of progress that you have made in the perfecting of your craft and in the presentation of your craft and your ability to perform them, even though they're so emotionally driven, right? I mean, you are sharing a part of your heart with people. You are sharing some of the most personal things you've ever experienced. You're sharing with people. So I think I understand the emotion, and I don't see it as a negative thing. I see it as a positive thing. There's a sincerity in what you do that is compelling, and you can't fake sincerity. There's been some folks try, but you come with a sincere heart from the jump. I mean, there's not an insincere thing about you. So it must be difficult reading your own words, your own life, because you're talking about some heavy shit. So it's all right to feel that. You know what I mean? I don't want you to feel anxious about that part of it. You're doing spectacularly. Your work speaks for itself.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
So
it's hard to receive compliments. I don't.
I
It's hard to take.
Yeah, Pamela has a similar issue. Chad. Yeah, I think you good folks do have that kind of thing going on. And that's another learned skill, right? Learning how to accept a compliment. I have trouble with it too. I don't have as many reasons to be complimented as you, but it is still sometimes hard to navigate, right? You're supposed to play everything cool. Right? You're not supposed to show the highs or the lows. You're supposed, that mindset that we're trying to break out of pretending like everything is always okay. It's not always okay. That's the reality. That one was entitled "Courage to Love." And the next one,
I'm gonna throw one in on you.
Yes!
Again, if we can skip the next one,
Okay.
I'd like to do. Lady Shine's in here, and it's a little bit more of my story, a little bit more that people can hear. But it talks about Lady Shine, and since she's in here, I definitely want to read it while she's here.
We can't do that one then. I don't think Chad's not going to want you to do that one because he does. I like Lady Shine, but Chad not so much. He's kind of. Yes, please. We'll mute.
This was another prompt that she gave us. It was titled. The prompt was "I Miss Me." And I forget the other part was learning to love myself again or something on that lines. But it ended up telling my story and how I met Lady Shine, how she came into my life. And like I said at the beginning, she was an answered prayer. So I'd like to share this one if that's okay. Okay. I miss me. I don't know who I am anymore. I've been lost for some time in the shadows of grief with the passing of my son, whole family, and best friend. I have isolated myself from the world, trapped in my house and mind. I am nothing but a hollow echo of who I used to be. The darkness surrounds me, depression has taken its hold on me, and I am drowning in sorrow. I'm struggling to find myself in the depths of despair. My memories haunt me. I can't escape this endless cycle of pain and grief. I long for the days when I knew who I was, when my family was whole and I was not alone. I feel stuck in a world that no longer makes sense to me. I feel adrift, lost in the sea of my emotions that overwhelms the hell out of me. I hold on tight to the fragments of myself that are left. I search for meaning in the darkness, and all I feel is emptiness, a void where my soul used to be. But amidst that darkness, there has been a flicker of light, a tiny spark of hope, and I cling to it. I was so desperate for something to hold on to, and there you were on my For You page. After crying to God, I put everything in His hands. You appeared. I may not know who I am anymore, but you have given me a new voice, and I refuse to let go. I will fight, Lady Shine, fight to find myself again, to emerge from the ashes stronger and braver than I was before. I will not be defeated. I will reclaim my identity. I am not lost. I am simply searching for the pieces of myself that were shattered by all the loss. My grief does not define me. I am defined by my strength, and I will not allow that to be taken. So I will rebuild myself with the love, encouragement, and inspiration you have given. I will find myself again. I will meet you here every Sunday, and at every challenge, I will pour my heart out into these prompts turned poetry until once again I can be whole and fall in love with the new me. I love you, beautiful lady, an earth angel who appeared exactly when I needed it. And that's the piece. Sorry.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God! Someone put this girl out.
Yeah. Yes. That's dope. That's dope. So, let me ask you this. Can we still do the one? Can we just add that one?
Oh, yes.
Or did you not want to
Yeah,
do
that's
that?
fine.
I just want to make
That's
sure.
okay.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but we can still do the other one.
Oh, no problem at all. I just wanted to sneak that in there since she was
Right
here.
on. I'm so glad you did. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Lady Sean. I'm really sorry you had to go through that. It's okay, y'all. Lady Sean is one of the few people that we kid with on here because she knows we're kidding. So,
Oh my goodness.
you doing all right, ToRaZu? I know this
Yes,
is a
sir.
lot. You good?
Yes, sir.
We can put Chad on for a few minutes if you need to.
No, I'm good.
Have him do juggling tricks. So that one, if I'm not mistaken, you said was called "I Miss Me."
Lady Shine, yeah, I miss me.
Gotcha, Lady Shine, I Miss Me. I'll make sure I got that right, because you might hear that one again. You might see that one again. So the one that you skipped over, the one before that was called "Courage of Love," and that was
Yes.
about love for your daughter. You just did one about love for Lady Shine, and I'd like if you don't mind, do "Breaking the Cycle,"
Okay.
which was still I think fits perfect.
Yes. I take a lot of pride in that I did break the cycle, that I am not anything like my mom. My kids have not experienced anything that I experienced in my life. And so I wrote a piece titled Breaking the Cycle, and it goes like this. You're breaking the cycle. It starts with you today. So with that power, this I want you to say. I am a cycle breaker. The trauma ends with me. I will not inflict the pain that was once inflicted on me. Because I have the patience and the love that is divine, I will show my children a world that was much different than mine. They will not grow up in horrible disarray, because I am a survivor who will pave a better way. I will live my life to the fullest. I will not just survive. I will live it with such passion that my children and I will thrive. That generational trauma I will completely destroy as I raise my children in an abundance of love and joy. I will let go of the past. I will set my soul free. I will release the hurt and pain that has had a hold on me. I will heal myself. I will be the change. A better and brighter future I will get in exchange. I will be the difference maker I've always needed to see. I will be the cycle breaker. It began but ends with me. That's the piece.
Yes, I love it. That's the thing, that's important. For those folks who have been through some things, not to revisit that on the next generation. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. So we're gonna kind of transition into some kind of basically topics, some topical things. They have to do with your experiences in your life, but they also have to do with like contemporarily, ideas. I guess contemporary ideas, or things that we all kind of go through, not necessarily go through, but can identify with, you might say.
Right.
If that makes sense. And I just want to say, ToRaZu, we put Chad puts his little girl to bed. But if we run over on time, Chad will excuse himself. It's not a big deal, and he'll go do his thing. But we're gonna get all the way to the last one, regardless, even if it's just me.
You sure? You don't have to if you don't want to. You don't
I
have to.
absolutely want to. Like I said, even if it's you and me and Lady Shines, I just don't want you to worry. That's all. The only reason I'm saying that to you is I don't want you to start watching the clock and then reading real fast. I want you to take your time, perform your poems, and we get finished when we get finished. Don't worry about that. Okay?
And please don't find it rude. I gotta go be daddy here in a bit.
Not at all. I totally understand.
My favorite thing.
My
to
daughter
do.
is getting
I love
away
y'all,
with it
but-
because
We're gonna get close to being on time anyway. I just don't want you to worry if we go over. That's all. Because I know that you may have the best situational awareness. You're in the top echelon of having the situational awareness of kind of. You would worry about such a thing is what I'm
yes.
don't worry about that. I'm not even going to. I'm going to let you say the title of the next one. Like I said, it's topical, and she gave a little description earlier about her father and her stepfather and the dynamics there and her family. So this touches on that a little bit.
Like I said, I am white and Hispanic. My dad, the man who raised me from a year old, he is black. My brothers are black. They're they're black. Of course, our mom is white. This piece, I don't really share. But I'm going to share it tonight. It's titled Because I Am White. Because I am white, I will never know how it feels to be profiled by my skin while driving an automobile. Because I am white, no one will keep an eye out for or be told to watch me as I walk through the store. Because I am white, I will never live in fear because the color of my skin when an officer is near. Because I am white, I don't fear police brutality. Never do I worry about this being part of my reality. Because I am white, I will never know the fight, the struggle, or battles you go through because your skin is not white. Because I am white, I will never understand the racism and hardships that you go through firsthand. Because I am white, this is what I'll do. Stand up and speak up for the justice you're due. Because I am white, I have made my choice. I will forever stand by those who no longer have a voice. Because I am white and I stand with all good people, Black lives will matter until they're treated as my equal. And that's the piece.
I love that piece, and we had a conversation about this subject. We were sharing our experiences a little bit, and I really relate to this piece for some reason. The conversation that we had, what some folks used to refer to me as a kid. So I have an afro, and such things. So it does feel like this weird space, right? Where you're excluded on both ends of the spectrum sometimes, because you're not enough of one or the other or whatever the case may be. So I appreciate you doing that piece. That's a powerful subject. And Chad, I know for a fact, can relate to it. Chad has often told the story about growing up and the situation that he grew up in, and then he moved to a different area where he was the minority, and so he's lived some experiences, and he too has this perspective on people are human beings, and we need to treat people with respect. I'm not trying to speak for Chad; he'll tell you the same thing. But
You're on.
he when you read me that poem originally, I actually was thinking of Chad, weirdly, but because he shared the story of not having experienced minorities and then living among them as the minority, and that was quite a culture shock. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Moving back in.
Okay. Just keep it down, okay?
I'm moving
Sorry.
back. I love it. So that takes us to the next one, which is also topical. Not like you put on your skin for a rash, but it's topical.
Making fun of my skin suit again.
I am. Like I said, I always go to Chad if I need comic relief. That's my dude. Well, that's my dude. So this next one is called A New Set of Eyes, and I love it too.
Okay. I wrote this piece. I am not homeless now, but 5-6 years ago, I became homeless. I had to have emergency surgery, 2 emergency surgeries, which landed me in the hospital for 2 months. Because of that, my electric got shut off and I had to leave. So I am not homeless now, but I did write this piece then. It's called My New Set of Eyes. Being homeless now may be my new reality, but it's just an experience and this doesn't define me. Before this journey I was forced to embark, I thought like you about the bum at the park, that he's disgusting and lazy and he probably robs, and apparently he refuses to get a real job. He's probably an addict out there looking for a high, and that he chose to be out there with talents he never applies. A possible alcoholic who just wants his drink, and by his rough, ragged looks, he most definitely has to stink. Because I don't do either drugs nor do I drink, I really feel bad for the way I used to think. By being homeless myself, I've come to realize the stigma of all this comes from ignorant eyes. Some of the homeless people you see out there on the street are there because of situations that knock them off their feet. Veterans who make sacrifices come back home to no work, who get lost in the piles of the system's paperwork. Mental health patients who should be in someone's care instead have to fend for themselves with no one to be there. People with disabilities with no fault of their own, kicked out on the street with a future unknown. Single parents struggling to make ends meet with no family support, now living on the street. Young adults aging out of foster care systems, left to navigate the world with no sense of direction. Some are victims of abuse or have faced hard times, left with no resources, not even a dime. There are those who have lost every single thing they had from natural disasters or a job that's gone bad. It's easy to sit back to judge from a place of privilege, but until you walk in their shoes, you can't truly see the image. There are so many reasons why some may be out there living on the streets facing this adversity, the struggles they face each and every day just to survive in this world that's so gray. So please don't judge those you see out living on the street. You never know their story, their struggles, or their defeat. Just show some compassion, some understanding instead. Offer a helping hand, and an encouraging word can be said. But don't ever think it can't happen to you, because in the blink of an eye you can be in my shoes. I just wanted to take time to shine some light on the homeless people who are fighting this fight. Because my homeless journey has been a blessing in disguise, I had to share what I've learned through my new set of eyes. And that's the piece.
Where do you want to go next?
Wow.
Go.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah. I've not known where I'm going to lay my head at night before, and that is a shitty feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. I turned my microphone on because I thought I had something to say, but. Shit. Wow.
So for the folks in the chat, thank y'all for coming in. For the folks that are new, we see you here. We appreciate you being here. We just try not to interrupt the guest, and we try not to, you know, I anyway try not to interact too much because I don't want to take away from what's going on. But thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate it. This is ToRaZu82, and she is taking us through a journey of her life.
You're just gonna wait for
That was fucking amazing.
And she's taking y'all to school.
Yes. So that was entitled A New Set of Eyes.
Yes, sir.
And the one that we're going to next is called From Those Who Are Hungry.
Crystal Pond.
Yes.
The chat, they want to put you on the table and sit back in the upright position, homie. I'm just giving you a heads up, man.
I'm just gonna be on mute and try to stay up with you.
The next few are going to be heavy, dude.
Okay.
All right, then.
Weren't.
So this From Those Who Are Hungry. A couple months ago, I had did a conference about being homeless and that journey, and I had shared the poem that I just read to you guys, "The New Set of Eyes." That was shocking. It was a conference, so I didn't expect anybody to like clap and cheer or any of that. So it was very overwhelming when I finished that. Everybody started, going off. However, with that conference, I was asked to write a piece about food insecurity, and both My New Set of Eyes and From Those Who Are Hungry, the piece I'm reading, are being published in a book that's proceeds go to help homelessness and food pantries. So this is the poem I was asked to write. From Those Who Are Hungry. Do you know how it feels to go without food, to feel the hunger gnaw at your stomach as your head's pleading while you're daydreaming about what it is you could be eating? Do you have to choose to pay the electric or have a bite to eat? I know it's a constant struggle, a never-ending defeat. The prices of food are outrageous beyond belief. Food is not a luxury, it's a necessity for relief. Most are house poor, making just enough to survive, leaving most without much, barely staying alive. It's a harsh reality, a cruel punishment when you're forced to go days without a meal or any real nourishment. Food banks are overwhelmed and resources are stretched thin. Families are still starving, now how's that a win? Searching for good potatoes in the bag of ones that are old, drinking milk past expiration, eating bread that has mold. We're just supposed to be thankful for the food that we are given, knowing damn well they wouldn't consume it if they were in our position. Families expect us to survive on canned meat and food that's outdated. Don't complain, be grateful. If you're hungry, you will eat it. Our system is broken. Those in power turn a blind eye to the suffering, to the pain, to the tears that people cry. The cycle of poverty, it's a never-ending fight, for families are expected to survive on scraps and leftovers each night. People plead for help, for understanding and accommodation, only to be met with ignorance, neglect, and frustration. No one should go hungry in a world of abundance, yet far too many are left to suffer in silence and reluctance. It's time for those empowered to open their eyes and see and deal with this major issue they called food insecurity. And that's the piece.
So a good friend of yours and ours also does a lot of work with the unhoused and for people with food insecurities, and that's SA Artistries. My absolute favorite artist, the Penaphilia, the top of the list for me as far as artists go. And I personally think that poem would sound amazing if Chad performed it to some metal music. That would be a dope ass song.
That's like the new gospel right there, yo. Wow. Wow.
When I heard her read that poem, Chad, I was like, oh man, they need to make a song. That was dope. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So
How
now,
about we drive in your car this time?
Now we're going to take a little bit of a transition into another dark topic. Um, this topic has robbed you of some things, ToRaZu, and
Yes.
well, I didn't mention this. I don't mention this often, but I had multiple addicts and alcoholics and folks with those kinds of problems very close to me and my family. When I was a toddler, I found one of my uncles with a needle in his arm in the bathroom. This next one that you're gonna do hits kind of close to home too. So I appreciate you sharing these with us, ToRaZu. You
No
did an
problem at all.
absolutely
Thank you for
amazing
allowing
job,
me.
Mom. Doing
Okay.
fantastic. Yeah. So I'm going to let you go ahead and say the title of this next one.
It's titled Take Back Your Life.
Amen.
I wrote this poem for two of my brothers who battled addiction. So I wrote this hoping, they would quit. However, they didn't. But I tried. And it's called Take Back Your Life. Do you know those drugs will never outlast the tug of war you play with the pain from your past? You're fighting your battles on all the wrong levels, and doing street drugs won't help to beat that devil. Just because I don't do drugs like you do, doesn't mean I can't understand the struggles you go through. I don't know what it's like to battle with addiction every day, or how it feels to walk around needing to get high all day. What I do know about is the demons you fight, battling your own self in your head all night. I know exactly what it's like to be trapped in your own mind, stumbling, falling, running as if you're blind, walking through your life full of resentment and regret that always leaves you feeling so emotionally upset. You have to seek help with what you're battling inside because you can't swim alone against your own tide. Your trials, your trauma, and all of your tears will not hold you back anymore this year. So be the person you were meant to be, and do this all while being completely clean. Say goodbye to the turmoil and strife, and make this the year you take back your own life. And that's a piece.
Yeah. It's tough. That's when you wrote that with a hopefulness, in a way, in a way,
I did.
which leads us to your next one, which is the follow up to the story that you just told.
Yes. The next piece is called Dare Heroin. Dear Heroin, I don't know you, never touched or tasted you, but I've seen the havoc you wreak, taking a hold of my brothers, tearing them apart, leaving nothing but pain in your path. You are the devil in disguise, stealing souls and destroying lives. Their addiction spread like wildfire, an epidemic of epic proportions, turning their lives upside down. I seen the way you lured them in with promises of escape and euphoria, but all they found in your grasp was darkness and no way to escape your grip. Our family you shattered, all because of your toxic hold. I begged you, heroin, to release your grip, to let go of the hold you had on them. Their souls deserved better than to be lost in your clutches. I prayed for the day when you were no more, when your power was extinguished. I prayed that my brothers would be set free to live a life untouched by your poison. That day came in the form of a call I dreaded for years. You took the lives of my brothers, their innocent souls, and claimed them as your own forever. Now I sit here with words unsaid, love that I'm unable to give, anger that I can't release, an unreal amount of emotions buried deep inside my heart. You are a burden I carry with me every day. You have ruined my life. I never touched, tasted, or tried you, yet I feel your effects. You have left my life forever tainted. Your poison penetrated my veins, but no needle was ever needed. I never sought you out, yet you found your way to me, a dark and destructive force. You linger in my thoughts like a stain. I wish I could rid myself of you, but you're a part of me now, a constant reminder of my grief and pain. Fuck you, heroin. This life you cannot have, this life you cannot take. You may have taken people from me, but you will not take no more. You may have left your mark, but I am strong, and with this letter, a newfound strength has been found. So, respectfully, you can kiss my ass and go to hell, because that's exactly where the fuck you belong. And that's the piece.
Amazing, ToRaZu.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So here's the good news. You are right on pace. It's like you timed this out. So you're doing perfect. You're doing absolutely wonderful. How are you feeling? You doing all right? I know this is a heavy journey for you.
I'm doing good. I was, like I said, I was super nervous, and I'm easing up finally, but it's almost over now, so.
He's a great little spoon. he does the little spoon perfect.
It's true. It's true.
I think he would even let you cup his breasts.
Oh my.
I'm sorry. I was born you know.
Oh my god. Too funny.
So this next one I really like too. I like all of these. We've just got a few more. There's only a few more, folks. But this one is called "I Speak Through Poetry," and hell yes, you do. Absolutely.
Yes, I Speak Through Poetry was another prompt by Lady Shine. And it goes, I speak through poetry. It's the only way I know to let out the pain and sadness that constantly grows inside me. It's my therapy, my way to cope with the grief, heartache, and memories that haunt me. I speak through poetry. I pour my thoughts onto these pages, letting my words flow freely from my heart and mind, and with each verse, you get a piece of me, a piece of my soul, a small glimpse into my darkness that I struggle to control. I speak through poetry. It's my only way to be heard, to share the things I lived through and the things that have occurred. It's my way of reaching out and connecting with others who may be feeling the same way I do. Hurt, lonely, lost. I speak through poetry to heal, to let others see what I truly feel, allowing my emotions to flow through my pen, letting out the feelings that I can no longer hold in. I speak through poetry, because poetry is freedom, and more than just words on a piece of paper, it's a lifeline of release, a way to engage. It's my voice, my art, and my peace. I speak through poetry, for it's in my poetry that I found my way to release. And that's the piece.
Yo. I'm telling y'all, ToRaZu is. She might be from the same planet Chad's from. I'm not sure yet. Folks aren't as tall where Chad's from, so I'm a little confused.
It's the other side of the planet.
It might be a different part of the planet or a moon from
my side made me small. Her side made her tall. Same world. But yeah, I dig that one. Being a lyricist most of my adult life. Yes.
So I want to interject this right here.
Oh shit.
One of the things that ToRaZu does. No, don't. It's okay, Chad.
Okay.
One of the things that ToRaZu has done in the past is she can write poems to other people's artwork. So I'd like to throw this out there. If anybody out there would like to have a poem written about one of your pieces of art, reach out to ToRaZu. Reach out to ToRaZu. I'm gonna reach out to ToRaZu. Maybe she'll answer my call. but
I'm definitely up for the challenge.
but it is absolutely amazing. It reminds me of the prompts by Lady John. But
Crystal said
imagine being an
something,
artist that has your piece and it's accompanied by.
and I thought it was good with that. But
Just
it's
saying.
actually bad.
Do you want me to do that one now?
No, I was just throwing that in there. I was
Okay.
giving them a little bit of a teaser, just a little bit of what's coming up here in the future. Planting a couple little seeds, especially with this one over here. If we pair one of his carvings with one of your poems, we might be onto something there. He might actually finally get some traction.
I think, I think my subject matter, you might like it. My general general ideology of things that I do. I think you'd be right up your alley. You'd be like, oh, okay.
And then y'all could use another poem and put it into a song.
Dragon, can I offer?
So the next one, if I'm not mistaken, is entitled "I Lay My Burdens Down."
Yes.
And now we're getting somewhere, y'all. Now we're getting to that cathartic part of things. So thank you again, ToRaZu. You're amazing.
Thank you for providing the platform for me to share. This one, I want to be my last page in my book. I was told by Lady Shine that I should be reading this one every day. And I apologize ahead of time. Today I lay my burdens down so that my hands, heart, and spirit are free to finally receive the love, joy, praises, compliments, and blessings I deserve. I have carried the weight of my mother's demons, my grief, my sadness, my depression, my sorrow, and my anger for long enough. I have been trapped in my own insecurities for far too long. I deserve all the good that life has to offer. I am worthy. I am loved. I am beautiful. I no longer have to be shackled to my past. I no longer have to be hindered by my pain. I will release myself from the chains of my own negativity. I will break free from the prison of my own self-doubt. I will open my heart to the possibilities of love. I will embrace the beauty of my own soul. And with this, I will be free to soar, to fly, to reach for the stars, to live my life as the free spirit I was meant to be. I am ready to receive all the good that awaits me. I will welcome the joys and blessings with open arms. I will embrace the love and compliments that come my way. I am deserving. I am worthy. I am enough. So today, I lay my burdens down. And I will rise reborn, renewed, refreshed, ready to embrace the beauty of life and ready to walk in the light of love that I so truly deserve. And that's the piece.
Preach, sister.
Really? You did it that time. You did it that time. We got you yesterday.
Oh.
Fantastic, ToRaZu. Fantastic.
Thank you.
I just got to go ahead and tell you, ToRaZu, you may not be aware of this, and it would be totally understandable if you weren't. But Chad and I were actually adopted by Lady Shines, and there's no take back seat. She stuck with us.
I didn't ask her. I was like, you sure?
We double checked to make sure. We did. Both of us was like, for reals? So we feel a certain kind of way about her too. So I love that you credit her. So this next one is the one that was actually written for an art piece. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes.
Another artist that you like.
Hayati Quinn, I hope I say her name right, gave me a piece of artwork, which I'm going to bring up here in a minute so you guys can see. Well, I'm going to do it now. sent me a piece of artwork and for me to write a poem to. And that's the piece she sent me. And I wrote a poem to it. The title is Silent Screams, Unbinding the Pain Within. Her screams fall silent, trapped within her soul. In the dark parts of her mind, she carries a heavy burden. Etched in her skin are the marks of her suffering, each scar telling a story of abuse and cruelty. Her eyes, once bright and full of life, now hollow and empty. Belittled and broken, she struggles to find her voice, her spirit crushed, her will to live slowly destroyed. Invisible to the world, she suffers in silence. The tears she sheds are the only release from the torment that swirls inside her. She yearns for the day when she can break free from the vines that bind her from her misery. For the moment, she remains trapped in her pain, her suffering unseen, her heart filled with blame, her soul cries in vain, and she carries her scars like a badge of shame. But she is a survivor. Her screams may fall silent, her pain may go unheard, but she will rise from the tangled vines like a phoenix does from a flame and reclaim her voice, her power, and her motherfucking name. And that's the piece.
Yo, I love it. So look, y'all, I'm telling you, reach out to this lady. If you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you make stuff, if you make,
I want to tell you the story.
reach out to her. She can put a poem on it.
Basically,
I love that piece. It's amazing. I
my
love it.
friend told me to join her.
And it is 10:56, and you have, if I understand correctly, a poem to go.
Really?
Is that right?
Really?
Did I miss one?
No. Nope. I got one more to go. You're right.
Do you have any other ones that you want to stick in
And
there?
then I lost my camera.
That we didn't get to yesterday?
I lost my camera.
Oh no, I'm not going to hog up any more of your time.
This is your show. You're not hogging up anything. You're the reason for the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ToRaZu Project Show.
Yes. I'll have a new co-host. Might be two of them. Hey, good to see you.
We're more like the old guys in the balcony on the Muppet Show.
Yes, yeah, I love those. Are my favorite dudes. I love those dudes, man. Them and Animal, of course. So this last one, I would like everybody, every time you see ToRaZu, to tell her she's not one of these. Every time you see her, whenever you see her, just be like, "You're not one of those." Because this is called the imposter syndrome, and you truly are great, ToRaZu. You truly are. There is a greatness within you that is just beginning to blossom, and
Thank you.
I think it is absolutely amazing that you share your talent with the world. And this one is called Imposter Syndrome, and it breaks my heart that you feel like an imposter. It really does. And I hope if we don't do anything else that we start to change that.
One day. Okay. Imposter syndrome. I feel like an imposter. Like I'm not good enough. I hate being a prisoner of my own perspective, feeling lousy, worthless, and completely defective. But you believe in me. You see something I can't see. One day, I hope to realize, open my eyes and see the same things that makes you believe in me. Your confidence in my abilities flatters my soul, convincing myself I'll be able to show the reasons you believe in me. But I can't shake the doubt that gnaws at my core, or the fear of failure that hangs heavy over my head. I long to break free from this prison of self-doubt, to step into the light and shine as brightly as you think I can. It's hard to escape the chains of my own mind, to break free from the confines of my own insecurities. I want so bad to be the person you see in me. It's a struggle to silence the voices that tell me I'm not good enough. I strive to be better, to prove my worth, to show you that I am capable of living up to your belief in me. I yearn for the day when I can see myself through your eyes, when I can believe in myself as much as you do. But for now, I'll hold on to your faith in me as a lifeline, a glimmer of hope that one day I'll break free from this imposter syndrome, stand tall in my own worth, and be everything you see in me. And that's the piece.
I just should tell you that you already are, in case you didn't know.
One day.
So,
Look, it's one day.
what he said. Dad, do you have any thoughts, man? I know it's time. Look, she came in at 11. When I started saying
Look at
that,
that.
it was 11 o'clock, man. It's 11:01 now. But she came
Look
in
at that.
on the mark.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna give my input before I go to put my kiddo to bed. You said something early in the show about you had never been loved, and then you discussed different ways of love that you had discussed with Lady Shine. I want to point out one more thing, and it's probably painfully obvious, but sometimes we need people to point it back out and be like, hey, look, big elephant in the room, whatever. When people hear your poetry and they hear your words, they love you. Your words are extremely, extremely moving. I'm not some, like, what I say is that's I don't know what I'm talking about, but I spent many years writing lyrics. Very, very serious, the way that I wrote. And your words are very moving. Like I said, I spent a lot of years slicing and dicing words. That's another kind of love that you experience, and I would like to make sure that you're absorbing it to its fullest.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chad.
That's my
Sorry,
input.
I'm really bad. Taking
No,
compliments.
I'm just telling you the truth. Speaking the truth.
Thank you.
So, folks, I hope that you'll. ToRaZu, is it still okay if we put this over on the Y-tubes? If not, that's okay too. You always have the
Yep, that's fine.
I think you performed 15 poems incredibly well tonight, and could pull out any one of them and make content with it. It would stand on its own. Absolutely, 100%. Don't you think so, Chad? I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm missing something here. I probably am, but it isn't the fact that her poetry is badass.
ToRaZu, you're gonna when you get off of here, you're gonna go over to chadrevart.com. Okay? And you're gonna look at a mahogany piece called Birth of Self.
Birth of Self.
And if it moves you, I would love to see you write about it. And if you would like to speak to me beforehand, or if not, that's great. But I would like you to go see that piece, because I think that you'll know.
Okay.
You'll know.
And you said it was titled what again?
Birth of Self, and it's one of my wood sculptures, one of my carvings. It's a mahogany piece.
Birth of Self. And ChadRedBart.
.com. I mean, it's on my profile here, but that gives you a little bit more info, and you can like see many pictures and videos right all there together.
Okay. I wrote it down. But I'm definitely up for the challenge, so.
Awesome.
And I don't want to put you on the spot because it'll come in the future, but I got an idea for a poetry guitar that you could put. So we'll talk about it.
Thank you,
All right.
Eve.
If you're interested.
Awesome.
ToRaZu, is there anything that you wanted to mention or that you wanted to cover? I know that it would be helpful if people would like and share your content. I don't think it gets nearly the views that I would hope that it would get. So please like her content, please share her content. And frankly, as artists, we got to do a better job of promoting the poets and promoting the folks like that are out there. Yes, the painters and the woodworkers and the sculptors and all that are amazing. But I think folks are sleeping on some of the poets here, including you. So, is there anything we missed, or is there anything that you wanted to mention?
No, I think you have covered it all. I think you.
Well, look, your art is amazing. You're just a beautiful soul. You really are.
Thank you.
You froze up for a second again. Sorry.
Right on. Well, I hope you were able
You're
to hear
good.
that. I was trying to say nice things about you, but I hope that I would encourage you publicly to please pursue the book. Please pursue the book. So here's the concept, guys: is that she is going to write a book. She's got most of the poetry, but then she's going to write excerpts to go with the poems. And I think it would be absolutely incredible. So I'm hoping the folks out there will encourage her. If you missed the show, if you showed up late or whatever, or you'd like to check it out again, I'll go download it as soon as we get done. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes, sometimes it takes a couple hours, but however long it takes, I'm going to put it over on the Y-Tubes. You can tell folks where they can find you, ToRaZu. Where might they catch you on the like Lady Shine's prop show? You do a lot.
Yes.
And too.
Lady Shines, Sundays, writing prompts, her open mics on Wednesdays. Right? Yes.
Okay.
I join a lot of people's lives. J-Bug versus Mocha the Poet. She hosts open mics, and she has Circle of Poetry, which is a game she plays every other Thursday.
She's
Prince
still in
the Poet, chat. Chris Twilight.
I was going to say, if she's still in the chat, please send, she's been in here the whole time. Please send me a DM with the times of your shows, and I'll start shouting them out.
She said, can you do Isolated by Darkness? Oh, she put in a request.
Just gave her a follow.
Do it.
Yeah, she's amazing. That's my sis. I love her to death. She is amazing.
Do it, man. I mean, you can't let her down.
Cool.
Okay, let me pull it out.
Dad, you need a dip, buddy.
I gotta dip out while you guys are doing this.
Later, bro.
Thank you, Chad,
ToRaZu,
so much.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. Ginster, I'm sure I'll be talking to you sooner rather than later, brother.
Yes, sir.
Guys, catch me on Thursday, 6 o'clock Central. And if anybody wants to be in the window, hit me up. I need to book some stuff. I've been lazy and busy all at the same time.
Turn on your notifications for this guy. He's doing lives now. Sometimes he even paints. You never know what this crazy bastard might be doing.
I did. You guys want to see it again? Here you go. I'm out of here. Whoa. See you guys.
The great Chad Rev Art, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you, brother. ToRaZu, you got one more for us?
I have one more for you.
And who requested that?
J-Bug.
J-Bug, please send me the times for when you do your shows. Hit me in the DM or drop them in the chat, and I'll make sure to shout those out. We'll try to get some folks to come over there and support.
Okay. All right. I got one more poem and then I'm done. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to my daughter. She came over.
Yes, ma'am. I'm still gonna say yes, ma'am.
Oh, you made me feel so old.
No, ma'am. That wasn't my intention.
Okay. This is a new piece that I wrote. You want to say hi? Say hi. You can say hi.
Hi.
Hello, little one. How are you?
You're in my ear. She can't hear. This is a new piece I wrote. My newest piece. I just did the other night, yesterday. Finished yesterday. It's called Isolated in Darkness. I hide away in the darkness, locked in my room. Hold on now. You can't be doing that. So sorry. So sorry, you guys.
No worries at all.
You're whining.
She did really good the whole show, so I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's been over 2 hours, so she's doing amazing.
Yes. Okay. Isolated in darkness. I hide away in the darkness, locked in my room, with a heavy heart and tired soul. I suffer alone, just trying to stay whole. I don't want to burden anyone with my sorrows and troubles, so I retreat into my solitude, hoping for some peace in my soul. The world outside feels too bright. There's too much noise and too much light. I prefer the darkness of my space, where I can hide my tears on my tear-streaked face. In the quietness of my room, I find peace. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to fake. I don't have to hide behind a smile. I don't have to say I'm doing great. I try to bury my pain deep within, struggling, and where do I begin? It's hard to admit that I'm not okay, that I struggle more than I can possibly say. Deep down, I know it's not right to disappear, go silent, to keep out of sight. I know I should reach out. I know I should share. I know there's people out there who truly care. But it's easier to stay silent. The temptation to hide is strong, to escape this world where I feel I don't belong. In this room, my safe haven, my sanctuary, my retreat, my pen, my paper, and my thoughts can meet. Pouring my soul out line by line, I open my heart and my mind. This poem is proof of my solitude, how my soul finds its peace, its fortitude. In the darkness of my room, I will find my way and step back out into the world as if I never stepped away. And that's the piece. I can't hear you.
The great ToRaZu82, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely amazing show, ToRaZu. Thank you so much for being willing to talk to me and come on here and do this. I hope that it was. I know that you were anxious, but I hope that it was a good experience at the end of it.
It was.
I'm so proud of you for the things that we talked about and how you performed today, and just you did amazing. And amazing mom, amazing poet, amazing friend, amazing artist. You truly are remarkable, ToRaZu, and the sooner you come to accept that, the happier we'll all be.
I think it turned red.
Please go ahead and you got some folks in the chat who've been riding with you. Make sure you give them a hi, or or get out of here, or whatever.
I am so sorry because I was not able to see any comments at all.
Okay. Okay. Well, you got Poetry Veins in here. You've got Barbara Jean. You got J Bug. You got Eve's Artistry. Eve's going off talking about you're a badass. Heather's Hobbies is in here. A lot of your folks are in here.
That's so. I was so nervous. I was like, hopefully no one will be there.
Oh no, that wasn't the case. There's been people coming.
I was so scared. But thank you guys. I really do appreciate the support. Again, I said support. Again, I really appreciate you, one, for forcing me out of my comfort zone. I don't do the camera. Anybody who knows me knows I do not turn my camera on.
Right.
So, thank you for encouraging me to step out of my comfort zone yesterday, our talk, and boosting me up, giving me confidence to do so, and working with me to even get this all in the order that it went today. And I told you, I think you helped me get that start on that book.
That's amazing. Hey,
So,
look,
and
I'm sorry, go ahead.
well, I can't hear you. Here.
I said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to, I feel so honored to be up here. I really do. I don't know why you picked me. But I am honored. I feel so honored.
All the folks that were here knows, and anybody that watches this over on the other platform will know. You are truly a remarkable poet, and you are truly a remarkable human being. That's no kidding. No, in all seriousness, you are a fantastic person. You are you're going to save lives with your work. I mean that. You're going to save lives. That's
so awesome.
That's the
that
reality.
You say that. That was my hope, that if it helps one person, just one, I've done my job. I fulfilled my purpose. If I can help one person know that they're not alone, that somebody is out there, does understand and can relate, I've done what I needed to do.
Well, you accomplished that. I know I can confirm that you have helped at least one person.
I freaking adore you.
ToRaZu, thank you so much. You're absolutely incredible. You have my number.
Thank you.
If you need anything, reach out to me, please. I'll do whatever I can to support what you have going on. Hopefully, maybe we can do a collaboration together here down the road. I'm hoping if you're
that would be cool.
And
I'm up for it.
Yeah, right on. And I'm going to do what I can to keep having poets on this show, whether they like it or not.
Definitely bring the poets.
And also remember to forward me your recommendation. I will take it into serious consideration. I'll talk to you about it later. It's all
yeah, you have to text me because I'm so sorry.
No worries. No worries. It was a lot. Thank you so much. Is there anybody in the chat that had anything that they needed to say to ToRaZu before we wrap this thing up? If nothing else, could we please drop some hearts in the chat? All different colors, all different kinds, because ToRaZu about all them different kinds of love. So if we could we please just drop some hearts in the chat and maybe take a couple screenshots of that. Thank you, Eve. Appreciate that.
I love you, J-Bug.
Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all doing that. Appreciate that. That's amazing. Hell yeah. Y'all are incredible. Thank y'all.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I'm so overwhelmed right now with.
Please turn on your notifications for this lady over here. I'm backwards. I'm sorry. Turn on your notifications for ToRaZu. I promise you won't be disappointed. She's a wonderful human being, an amazing artist. She's wonderfully supportive of other folks out there. And I, for one, am going to take her up on the writing poetry thing. So I would recommend. Yeah, that smile though, right? She got that smile though. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go download this episode. It was absolutely amazing. ToRaZu, you did it. ToRaZu, you did an amazing job. Absolutely incredible. You managed to read 16 or 17 poems. And normally,
I feel really selfish.
No, it was perfect, and it came in right on time. And yours were the length that you could do more of them. You just had the time to do it. So, fantastic job, wonderful work. Really appreciate you. I absolutely adore you as well. And I'm out here pulling for you. If you ever need anything from me, you know how to reach me.
Thank you so much, Ken. And please keep doing what you're doing. Please.
I'm gonna
You're
try.
amazing, and
That's kind of you to say. Y'all, everybody out there, thank you for coming in. Thank you for supporting the poets on this platform. Thank you for being just absolutely amazing people. All of you in the chat, thank you so much. Thank you to the folks that came over here to support ToRaZu. It was absolutely amazing. I see that some of y'all were here the entire time. That is absolutely wonderful. Kudos to you. My hat is off to you. Respect, because that's how we do it. Appreciate everybody. Our good friend Haley Beth has a show on Friday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you check that out if you get a chance to. And she jumped out on us right on ToRaZu. And Chad Rev Art is on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Please check that out. And appreciate all of y'all. It's good to see you. I'm going to be doing some more lives here again. I've been resetting the shop and taking care of some stuff around the house. And we got a new puppy. She was bit on the face by a snake, venomous snake. Her head swelled up like a balloon. She had all kinds of problems. So now we got a new dog too. So I've been kind of shuffling around trying to give her the time. And Eve, it's not her name anymore. Her name is Winnie. But the name they put on her when she came in, just because they had to give her a name, was actually Butters. So I thought about you, Eve. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful night. I appreciate everybody. No, ToRaZu, that's all good. No, we would never make you drop. You're good. Thank you for being on. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, J-Bug. She's good now. Her face is down. She's just got a couple of little holes where it's still draining, but she's good now. She's like 8 months old. She's really long like a Dachshund. She's got big giant ears like a bat. She's got feet like a basset hound and floppy skin on her neck, and then her face looks kind of like, she's definitely a mutt. She fits right in over here. So, yes, Winnie, that's her name, like Winnie the Pooh. So appreciate everybody. Thank y'all. Please turn on your notifications. I'll be doing some live flow state stuff again. We're going to get started on these guitars. Got some badass artists going to be doing some work on them. And, yeah, absolutely, Haley. Sure did. Appreciate you, Chuck. Appreciate you, Eve. Appreciate you, Heather. Appreciate you, Haley. Thank you, ToRaZu. You're absolutely amazing, and don't you damn forget it. Betty Jean, appreciate you. I miss you too. I look forward to seeing y'all again. I have been working hard, though, y'all. I have been moving some stuff around and getting reset. And I've got some new equipment in here that I can do guitar work with. And I got a lot more room on the walls for the artist. And I've got a lot more space to work in here now. So appreciate everybody being patient with me. And it's y'all that made that happen, because I wasn't going to do this until next year. But it's you guys that made it happen for me. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Poetry Veins. Absolutely. We need to remind her every day until she walk around with her chest out. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I did finish it, Betty Jean. I delivered that. I think it was last week or maybe the week before. They were really happy with it. So I'm glad that was done. Appreciate y'all. Look forward to seeing everybody. Thank you to all the mods, and thank you for all the folks that came in and hung out. Good to see everybody. Much love to you. Appreciate y'all. Go over and support ToRaZu. Make sure you show some love to Lady Shine. She lost her mama. And please show some love to Divino Caprice. He lost his mama too. So if nothing else, if you happen to see him roaming around, just give him a hug. Give him a little love. Good night, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you again soon.